And I don't know exactly what is meant by vaccine diplomacy. My minister has recently called it health diplomacy, and we are very happy with the health diplomacy that we have had with China. Right now, our problem is lack of vaccine and not concern about the vaccine. We don't see the need to pick sides. Cooperation on vaccines between Brazil and China has been one of the most prominent features of this crisis. So the vaccination campaign in Brazil, which is one of the largest in the world, has mostly relied, until this point, on Chinese vaccines. So we are very happy with that, and we hope that in the near future we'll be able to even increase this cooperation in terms of obtaining more doses, more ingredients, and strengthening the relationship between our institutions, because we have well-established health institutions in Brazil, research centers. Well, we have the expectation that by the end of this year, 2021, we will already have produced in Brazil or received from abroad, including China, more than enough vaccines to vaccinate the whole Brazilian population. Thanks to cooperation with China, we have been able to kickstart the vaccination program in Brazil. Well, currently we do not have an export capacity. As you know, there is huge demand now for vaccines, and we are working to develop the manufacturing capacity to supply not only our country, but every other country that needs at this point. Now, for some years there have been anti-vax movements in a number of developed countries. Even in China, there are some people who have concerns about vaccines. I think that is natural, and it's the role of the health authorities to convince people about the vaccines. Right now, our problem is lack of vaccine and not concern about the vaccine. And I don't know exactly what is meant by vaccine diplomacy. My minister has recently called it health diplomacy, and we are very happy with the health diplomacy that we have had with China. We do not think that it's in our benefit to have this kind of tension. But again, Brazil has the capacity to increase its supply in ways that was helpful to China, because China needed the soybeans when it reduced its imports. It could reduce its imports from the United States because there were alternative suppliers, of which Brazil was the largest. We hope for a return to multilateral trade rules. We have been complying with the highest standards required by China's authorities, and I can tell you that they have been very rigorous. There has been a huge investment in controlling the pandemic within the plant and to ensure that the product that comes to China is of the highest quality. In the last year, we have increased greatly our share of the Chinese import market, not only for beef and poultry, where we are the largest supplier, but even for pork. So this, I think that this has been a great contribution also to China, because Brazil's ability to increase its supply of high-quality food to China has helped keep prices down in China. So China knows that it has in Brazil a reliable partner. Now, when it has a supply shock, I think bilateral relations between Brazil and China are basically determined by the two countries. It's based on the interests of the two countries and forging an ever stronger friendship and a relationship that has already brought many advantages to both countries and will continue to develop over the next few years. Of course, we all have to work with other countries because the international system relies on everybody. We don't see the need to pick sides. And we want to have the best possible relationship with the United States, and we want to have the best possible relationship with China. So we don't see this as a zero-sum game in which if we have better relations with one country that we need to have worse relations with the other.